What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking a look at the... Well, we were going to do an XM-1 video, but as it turns out, Gaijin has decided to take the free Abrams PR disaster and run with it in ways I never imagined. Credit to them for having some fun with this and giving the players something crazy. They have an April Fool's bundle on their website. You get the XM-1, the General Motors version, along with a whole bunch of Golden Eagles, some premium time, some decals, an in-game title, you name it, all for $60. It's an insane deal when you consider the amount of Golden Eagles you get, which is 13,337. That alone is worth the $60 price tag. If you already own the XM-1 like I do, you do get a discount of 20% off for 2 days, and even then, it's still worth it because the Golden Eagles themselves are worth the pack price itself. The question is, of course, is the XM-1 good? Is it still good? The XM-1, when it was released, had a bad reputation because, well, inexperienced players bought it so that they could get into top tier. Its numbers as far as kill to death ratios and win rates were really bad because inexperienced players were using it. The XM-1 is actually really good. There are some issues with it. Let's first talk about the gun. It's the 105mm M68. It's basically the same thing that the Abrams gets. The XM-1 is basically a trainer version of the Abrams, in my opinion. If you get good with the XM-1, you'll be really good with the Abrams, because their playstyle is pretty much the same. So you get APFS DS. You only get the very first version that the Abrams gets, which is the M735. It's good enough penetration for most tanks vehicles. The problem is the battle rating. 9.0. Currently, let's go with Germany. Leopard 2A5. One of the best tanks in the game, 10.0. So you will be facing the Leopard 2A5 as well as the T-80U, which is the Soviet top tier, also 10.0. So basically you're getting a trainer version of the Abrams, but you're having to face the same opponents as the Abrams. Can it handle those vehicles? Yes, it can. But you have to familiarize yourself with the armor on those vehicles, because this shell, it cannot just simply wall pen everything. You have to aim for weak spots. You have to aim around the gun breech, lower front plate, etc. You just have to study those tank armor profiles and learn where to shoot. Let's get right into some gameplay, shall we? This is Fields of Normandy. We're gonna go with an ace gameplay. One of the fastest aces I've ever gotten in any vehicle. I'm going to use what I think is the XM-1's greatest asset, and that is its engine. The XM-1 and Abrams have very similar performing engines. The thing the XM-1 has over the Abrams is actually its top speed. Because it doesn't have all that pesky extra armor, it can absolutely haul ass on a map. So what we're going to do is we're going to head south of Bravo. We're going to turn in on their side of Bravo, head north to the east of Alpha. There are some stands of trees, and we're just going to make a kind of a hook up in that direction. Of course, we have to deal with that first initial wave of people coming in from their spawn to the Bravo cap. I see a vehicle here, then I see another one behind him. I readjust my aim, take him out. See the initial guy, because of his stupid little bush on his lower front plate, take him out, and just like that, we've got 2 easy kills. It's remarkable how fast I was able to get here. I was able to get here in roughly 2 minutes. Now, I did go back to look at the server replay, and there was another tank back in here. It was like it was a whole row. I don't know if that's tier 1 or tier 2, but it's a very low tier Japanese tank destroyer. After seeing his 2 allies disintegrate right in front of him, he ends up kind of staying back a bit. And rightfully so. Why he would bring a whole row in here, I don't know. Like he was trying to meme people. Anyway, like I said, we're just going to make that hook and head directly north to the east of Alpha. There's a couple stands of trees that I want to get in behind. Sometimes I'll see people in these trees right here to my left as they're looking towards Alpha, trying to intercept anyone trying to cap. This is a good place for people to set up an ambush. As a matter of fact, I'm about to drive into an ambush, and I have no idea that it's about to happen. There's a player in a T-55AM. That's the Soviet premium tier 6, is it? I don't remember. Someone will correct me. It's a Battle Ring 8.7. I know that. Anyway, he drove from that southern cap directly behind these trees to my right. He's already shot one of my teammates in the side. He's using APFSDS instead of APHE. And this is his biggest mistake. Because as I drive right in front of him, I'm literally like 6 feet in front of him at this point. He shoots me. He takes out one of my crew members. I turn. He smokes. I take out 2 of his crew members, one of them being his gunner. Find him with my machine guns and finish him off. That's kill number 3. That was stupidly easy. So, driver has been replaced. There's another tank that's popped up. Another A1 Leopard. That's kill number 4. Can we get kill number 5 really quick? There's a T-54 up on the ridgeline. Can we get... Nope, he's already dead. Missed the AA. Come on. Of course I missed. The reload is the only thing that bothers me with this tank. You know, if you are familiar with the Abrams and you play this is much slower. This is like 2 seconds slower. There. The ZSU goes down. It's 5 kills in 5 minutes. This battle was effectively over at this time. We capped all 3 caps. We pushed them into their spawn. The guys up north would die because, you know, spawn camping is pretty foolish sometimes. But this battle was effectively over in 5 minutes. The map tends to play kind of small anyway, as does Eastern Europe. Why this is a top tier map, I don't really understand, but here we are anyway. Now, I'm against top tier Soviets, so their weakness is their sides. So with that in mind, I decided to head over here to the opposite side of the water on Eastern Europe and do some sniping. Try to get some side shots on people. Now the western spawn tends to have a lot of people head far south. If you're looking at the mini map, they like to go out there and flank on that other side of that forest. That's where I noticed the first tank that I have. A nice side shot right into the ammo rack. And you notice they hit that little ammo, as Cop Shredder always called it, the ammo coliseum on the on the T-64s and T-80s. It's basically a carousel of ammunition. It's one of the easiest things to hit, and it's why I generally don't particularly like Soviet tanks at top tier, because if you expose your sides, you're dead. Like almost guaranteed one shot. Like I said, it's so easy to kill Soviet tanks from the side. Far easier than a Leopard's, or, you know, the Leopard 2s, or I suppose you could easily kill the Type 90, but that's mostly because it only comes with 3 crew members. So if you manage to get 2 crew members lined up in a nice little side shot, or even a front shot, it's pretty easy to kill even the Type 90. You know, thinking back to what I said earlier about the battle rating of 9.0, I referred to it as a problem, and then just to clarify what I meant by that, it's not that I disagree with the battle rating. You know, it's not too high. It's, as a matter of fact, you could actually argue that 9.3 would be a more appropriate battle rating for the XM-1. The issue with the battle rating is actually that the fact that patch 1.87 has still not seen a battle rating update. The new vehicles, they haven't been extended above 10.0, even though in my opinion they belong at 10.3 or 10.7. The XM-1, as well as a whole bunch of other vehicles, could shine even more if we get some proper decompression at the top tiers. There are quite a few vehicles that could benefit from this decompression, but it's up to Gaijin to implement that sort of change. What the XM-1 is a very versatile tank that will prepare you for battling with the Abrams. After all, it does have very similar performance in every aspect except for the armor. It's a remarkably good tank. It's very versatile. It has a good gun for long-range sniping. It has incredible speed for getting hour-long flanks, like you saw in that first video. So, if you have interest in the top-tier Americans, I recommend taking a look at this vehicle and see if it'll work into your personal financial situation. Just remember not to get too frustrated with the XM-1 if you do find yourself not performing particularly well. Going from lower tiers to higher tiers is quite a jump, not just in terms of armor and gun, but just the maps are different. The speed of the game is just completely different sometimes. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.